What is up, everybody? This is Patrick, and I am back once again for another SmackDown Live review. I tell you what, SmackDown was... It was 50-50 tonight for me. But at the same time, it's kind of boring. Not much, not really anything happened. And that's a bit of a shame, really. The whole nostalgia act of Team Hell No is... You know, it's run out for me. It's really run out for me. I enjoyed it back in the day, but it's really becoming... It's something I'm just not a fan of. And I'm not a fan that we have to have Kane in the main event for 2 straight weeks. 2 straight weeks of Kane in the main event. There just wasn't much that happened. This entire show was filled around Team Hell No, AJ Styles, you know, their upcoming matches, you know. It just was filled up. It was filled up. It wasn't big. It was just didn't feel good. The show just didn't click. There was probably only one good thing on this show, and I'll get to that in a minute. Chaos broke out between Hell No and the Bludgeon Brothers, Sanity, and New Day. This is just one thing I don't understand. Now, I feel a bit weird about this. I just sat here feeling very weird about all this. You know, I sensed the 10-man tag coming. As soon as I saw all those guys come out and have a big fight, I knew there was going to be a 10-man tag. I was just waiting for Paige to come walking out and announce it like she usually does. The thing I find very bizarre is that this was so crazy and so hectic, Paige didn't even bother, you know, walking out. She just decided just to make the match official backstage. I don't know, I just thought that was a bit weird to me. I just found that weird. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. The commentators kept calling this the WrestleMania main event. Sorry guys, it's more like the WrestleMania Greatest Royal Rumble Backlash Money in the Bank rematch. That's what it was. It was nowhere near WrestleMania rematch. Like I said, it was a WrestleMania Greatest Royal Rumble Backlash Money in the Bank rematch. Because this was the 5th time that these two fought each other. AJ Styles won by disqualification. Then Paige decides to come out and announce a tag team match when Jeff Hardy came out to help Styles from Nakamura and Rusev. Rusev and Nakamura defeated AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy. You know, it is what it is with that. Another thing that pisses me off is that WWE banned the whole idea of men versus women. So, this is the 3rd Battle of the Sexes. They're trying to make it sound like this was the 2nd Battle of the Sexes. Clearly, WWE forgot about the one that Becky Lynch had last year. Clearly WWE have forgotten about the one that Becky had last year. All of a sudden, Asuka and Ellsworth Battle of the Sexist for the 2nd week in a row is Battle of the Sexist 2. It's supposed to be Battle of the Sexist 3. Because Becky had a match with Ellsworth the first time in the Battle of the Sexes last year, and these two just had two more. One was enough. I didn't want to see another one. And the problem is that why is it always James Ellsworth? Why is it always James Ellsworth that's getting Battle of the Sexes matches? If you really want to make Battle of the Sexes a thing, why not have other guys decide to have a match with the women? I'm not saying have men against women all the time, but seriously, WWE seems to trying to make this more common. If it was up to me, if I was going to continue the whole Battle of the Sexist idea, I would have, instead of going with James Ellsworth, I'd come up with different pairings, such as Asuka versus Shinsuke Nakamura, the Battle of Japan. That would be a good one. Or how about this one? Becky Lynch versus Sheamus. That would be another good Battle of the Sexist idea. Battle of the Irish. But instead we had to get James Ellsworth in frickin' Battle of the Sexist matches. Stupid. If you're gonna make Battle of the Sexist a thing, stop putting Ellsworth in these matches. Asuka got the win here. Got Ellsworth to tap. Then Carmella attacked Asuka after James Ellsworth sprayed some spray in Asuka's eyes, and then Paige backstage announces that James Ellsworth is going to be suspended high above the ring in a shark cage at Extreme Rules. What is so extreme about that? Someone tell me, how is that extreme? How is it extreme that James Ellsworth is going to be hanging high above the ring? How is that extreme? Are you kidding me, WWE? Is that your best idea? Why can't you ban James Ellsworth from ringside, like you're going to do with Drew McIntyre against Dolph Ziggler's match? Could have just banned Ellsworth from ringside. But now you want to suspend him above a cage. It's ridiculous. That's not extreme. This whole pay-per-view should be called Extreme Trash. Or Trash Rules. Or Garbage Rules. Because that's exactly what this match is. It's a garbage rule. Suspended above a shark cage. You call that extreme? I could come up with something more extreme than putting Ellsworth in a shark cage. And before I move on to the next match, WWE had the balls to have Finn Balor and Constable Corbin on the main card. But WWE puts New Day versus Sanity in a tables match on the pre-show. Pre-show. So New Day versus Sanity, a tables match which fits in to the whole Extreme Rules canon of the pay-per-view, and you're gonna have that on the pre-show. But yeah, you're gonna put Finn Balor and Constable Corbin on the main card. What's so extreme about their match? It's absolute bullshit. It's absolute bull. How can anyone be okay with that? Ridiculous. Sanity and New Day have been robbed out of a great match. They're going to be putting on a great match, probably nearly in front of nearly empty seats. just like the Usos and New Day did at, I believe it was the SummerSlam pre-show, when they put on a great match. Absolutely makes me sick. How WWE have a tables match on a pre-show that is meant to be scheduled for Extreme. Stupid. My opinion, match of the night, Andrade Cien Almas versus Sin Cara. Yes, you heard me right, I said Sin Cara. Sin Cara actually had a good match. Andrade Cien Almas and Sin Cara was actually the show stealer. These are my types of matches. Quick and fast-paced matches. None of this squash match nonsense. None of this squash match nonsense. Give us good matches and quality matches. That's what I want to see. Good quality matches. Now, I don't want to nitpick too much that Zelina Vega did try to interfere. Now, I had mentioned on my NXT reviews how I'm not a fan of her trying to interfere. I'm not going to nitpick at it too much. I'm just going to let you guys know that she actually did try to interfere in the match. It was like the first minute in. She tried to help him. This was a great match. You know, Sin Cara, this was probably the best showing that Sin Cara has had out of his entire time being in WWE. There were a few points where there was a few points in the match where he delivered some beautiful moves. Andrade and Cara continued to put out good moves. There was even a point where Sin Cara almost defeated Almas. But Almas, in the end, was able to get the win after a double stomp off the top rope and then driving the knees into the head of Sin Cara to get the pinfall victory. That was a good match. This was probably Sin Cara's best match in his entire career. And it's a shame because a lot of people were giving Sin Cara heat and flack because he was Andrade's first real opponent. I would gladly take Sin Cara over any of those local talents. Seriously. I would gladly take Sin Cara to verse anybody instead of like local jobbers. Good match by these two. I'm giving Sin Cara a lot of props. And so should everybody else. Finally, the main event was Team Hell No and New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers and Insanity. You know, I don't get it. I just don't get it with WWE making placing Kane in the main event again for a second week in a row. What is so special about Kane being in the main event? Oh, it was a fun match. I did enjoy it, especially with all the high spots. But I just don't understand it. Daniel Bryan pins Eric Young after a running knee. You know, I want to say I feel bad for Sanity, but at the same time, though, we shouldn't be surprised. We shouldn't be surprised this is happening to them. And also we shouldn't worry because we shouldn't really worry because Sanity didn't win. They're most likely going to win on the pre-show against the New Day. Now, if the New Day beats Sanity in the Extreme Rules pre-show, then there's a problem. But I'm not too concerned because I think Sanity are going to end up winning, considering that Daniel Bryan and the New Day got the win here. that was pretty much your SmackDown Live. That was pretty much your SmackDown. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hit that thumbs up if you did. Comment your opinions down below. And also be sure to subscribe to this channel. And be sure to hit the notification bell. And also to be sure to follow me on Twitter at PValentine95. Thank you all so much for joining me. And I'll talk to you all later.